commandments. Why? Man can't tell me nothing about this coke. Can't tell me nothing about this crack.
Meet him. He gonna run it down to us. Tell us a little bit about the what I know Lee was saying he wanted to go with something. What up? King Peace here with you, YouTube.
Find some bolts to match it and all of that.
Okay. What up, YouTube? I'm on my way. Go pick up a carburetor for the Delta 88. Let's get it. So I met this guy on Marketplace. He sells them brand new. Don't ask me a lot of the details about it. We'll find out once we meet him. He gonna run it down to us. Tell us a little bit about the carburetor I have that I'm giving up to him and the one that I'm getting from him. So it's gonna go with the paint theme of the Oldsmobile. Be looking out for that coming soon. But yeah, this is King Peace. Stay with me. Oh, this is my YouTube.
Oh, okay.
You don't mind?
Do you care?
Nah, no problem. There's a number on the front of them. I'll tell you right there. That number right there is identification.
Okay, that 1406. What people
Yeah,
talking
1406.
About. So tell me about this. It's done or whatever's going on with it.
Right.
But what is it in its heyday?
It's a 600 CFM electric.
Just a 600? All right.
Yeah.
And that's a major step up from the 650 that I'm going to get from you?
The 650, yeah, is a lot better. It's an ABS.
Okay.
And the ABS just stands for adjustable vacuum secondaries. They've got a plate back here, and it's got a little screw on the side of that plate. You can adjust the tension on the spring so that the back secondaries kick in sooner or later, however you want them.
All right. So this is still considered a 4-barrel?
Yeah, that's considered a 4-barrel.
Because of
Yep.
those?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just trying to learn a little bit, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lee recommended me to you, man, and
Yeah.
wanted to do business with you. I saw that one.
Yeah, the ABSs are nice carburetors because they're adjustable vacuum secondaries. I'll show you that. These here, this little screw right here, if you take that loose and then you turn this, that'll either you can make the spring stiffer where it's a little harder to open, and the more air that the carburetor brings in, the more it pulls that open.
Okay.
So if you step on the gas and you're getting on a highway or something, you step on it real hard and it doesn't feel like the back 4 barrels are kicking in fast enough, is what you'll do is you'll turn that counterclockwise, and that'll take less tension off that spring so that this thing will open faster.
Okay.
Or if it's opening too fast, you step on it and it backfires or pops, and then you got to kind of ease into it. That means it's too stiff, that it's not opening fast enough. So,
I appreciate that. And you custom painted this black?
No, these come factory.
Okay.
Yeah, these are actually factory ABS.
So it pumps up
19063.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
taught me something today.
Yeah, they're black powder coated.
Okay.
So and I get these things. They're brand new carburetors. I get them from a company that buys them in bulk. They're basically store returns for different reasons, and a lot of the reasons with these black ones is they'll return them because there's imperfections. There's flakes and stuff in them, and stuff like that. So that's that's
you can't see the back of that.
Yeah, there's imperfections, and somebody spends $600 on a carburetor. They want something to look perfect. They open it up and they see it and they're like, oh, I don't want that one, put that one. So these things get stuck in the back of a store, and it's cheaper for Edelbrock to write them off and just tell them to sell them or auction them off. And sometimes I'll even tell them to just destroy them, throw them in the trash.
Just because of imperfections?
Just because of imperfections.
So other than that, it's ready to run?
Yeah, it's all ready to go.
Okay.
It costs Edelbrock more to have them send these things back.
Yep, that's
you know
what
I mean.
I was told.
And then have to take them all apart, and it's just a waste of time for them. So they just write them off and tell them to either destroy them or just get rid of them.
So with this one, do you recommend the plate in between there?
No, you got a stock intake manifold?
The Edelbrock stock, I think it was flat, but Lee was saying he wanted to go with something that was raised up, but I don't know. So I'll just ask you.
If it's got a stock intake, you'll need an adapter plate.
The adapter
But
plate
if it's an Edelbrock intake, something aftermarket, a Holly or something.
No, it's
like
Edelbrock.
that.
It's Edelbrock.
Okay, yeah, then you shouldn't have.
So I
any
thought the
issues.
plates, some of the spacers that you put in there is for like it
Heat
helps
rise.
with.
Yeah.
Okay, heat rise. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
because
helps with.
That's the bad thing about carburetors is when they're bolted straight to an intake, they'll get heat soaked.
Okay.
You know, you'll drive the car for an hour or two or something. You'll stop somewhere and shut it off, go eat or something, come back 20 minutes later or 15 minutes later and try to start it, and it'll turn over quite a bit. You almost have to step on the gas.
Okay.
Because the problem is they're bolted straight to the intake, so all that heat's soaking up into the carburetor, and it causes the fuel that's inside them to boil and get hot.
Yeah.
So when you go to try to start it again, it acts like it's
Flooded or not. Or
well, it
just
just acts
good
like
gas.
it's not getting gas.
Yeah.
You got to step on the pedal
okay.
to really get it to get.
So
it
you
to
do
start.
recommend a spacer then?
I recommend,
just to keep the heat rise.
I've always, any car that I've ever ran these things on, I've always had a plastic heat riser.
Okay.
on it.
All right. Appreciate that. It's a good
And
question.
you don't have to. They come in like a 1/4 inch, I think. I think a half inch and 1 inch.
Yep.
It just depends on your hood clearance.
Yep. That's
'Cause
what he
you want
said.
you want it to set under your hood, and you don't want it to hit the hood. So that
So
all depends.
let me grab an air cleaner.
Yep.
So I was wondering about this, but I think I have a new one in here. No, I think I got a new one in
Oh,
here.
dude, it comes with that.
Yeah.
Probably does.
Make sure it should clear no matter what, right?
It should, but
There
sometimes.
go the new one.
Yeah, you got it. But sometimes the only thing I worry about is when you put these things on is your fuel line.
Okay,
you
so
got
it's
plenty.
fine?
You got plenty of clearance there.
Okay.
And it's going to depend too on.
A
I
team.
guess you know how much space you've got between your hood and this breather. Sometimes you got to get
Yeah,
like
smaller.
really smaller breathers to to get good hood clearance.
Okay.
But you'll get a lot of these ones that are actually drop down. They drop down over the carburetor.
Yeah.
And they're made that way for
Yeah.
hood clearance.
Okay.
But the problem with an Edelbrock is when you do that, you end up blocking that fuel line. So
Yeah.
what you have to do is get a special fuel line that comes down and comes out the front, so you don't have to, because with the drop down air cleaner, you won't be able to use the stock fuel line. You
So right now I got all clearance.
yeah, everything you got. As long as it'll clear under your hood, that'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah.
Your fuel line's clear. It's not in the way of any linkage. Everything looks like it'll clear fine.
Good
so,
deal.
So you're
Good deal.
good there, man.
Good deal. I'm gonna put that back
Yeah.
in the plastic. Yeah. Okay. I appreciate it, man. What up? King Peace here with you, YouTube. Shout out, like, share, subscribe, comment. Rock with me. So as y'all seen, we just picked up the carburetor, the black one, and everything. So it's an AV2. That's all the inside we got on it. We're getting ready to drop it off to Lee, along with some other parts and everything, to get a breakdown what we got going on today, what's coming up with the Delta 88 in the 350 build. Man, see you coming together with it, but yeah. So this is a joint I got from Hunter, man. He's a cool dude, man. Broke down what was going on and what's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And he said appreciate the shout out too for recommendation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he told me to tell you that.
Yeah, we got the same one I got, just in black.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that. Come on, little baby. Make sure that this fit on the top of it too. I had already tested that out, so it don't cover that. Yeah. But depending on how that spacer go, or lifting it up, or if that one don't work.
The spacer.
Well, if I don't need it, I mean, of course
you need it, but
okay.
The thing with those are you need. You have to make sure you have the carburetor.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of carburetor you got have to match this spacer
right.
and this intake.
Okay.
So that's just some spacer
okay.
I threw on there.
I was gonna say, so not an open one. Do go to 4-barrel like that, or open one like this?
This is for a different kind of intake.
Okay.
But the thing is, I need to call Summit and get the right spacer because your intake it's not like mine. It's not straight wide open. It's almost like a quadrijet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you got to have the right spacer to convert your carburetor over to that.
Where's that one I brought? So with that one,
see how it's not like a perfect square.
Mm-hmm. But that one's not like that. This one.
This might be the right one, but even if you use this, these take like special bolts and they come with all the hardware because the bolts have to seat down in these holes and bolt that to the intake
on the outside
one.
They
special bolts that you can't just go buy anywhere.
Okay.
And those spacers only cost like $20, so it ain't worth.
So don't worry about this one then.
Yeah, it ain't worth trying to find some bolts to match it and all of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So
and then I still need to call Summit and just make sure I need to get them your carburetor number and your intake number, and they can give me the right spacer.
All right, then you let me know.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool on that.
Yeah.
When you saying you need some more money for
just little parts. This is the condensed list of what we would need
going into this.
But I mean, some of that stuff it would be up to you to replace it on those, like the blower motors and all that.
Yeah. That's cool. But the main stuff for the
list, but a lot of that shit is real cheap. So
all right. So what you think this round up to if I just gave it to you or whatever, however you want to do it, and timing or
I think.
So I mean,
we can send you what I can that you can just order. But a lot of that stuff I just need to run up to the auto store, Menards, and get. You know what I'm saying?
Is majority of it on here?
I'll figure out the right belts. And then I can send you the part number, and that'll be something you can order. Maybe, the AC lines.
But to order do the AC lines, we still gonna need this blower motor, or that come from the condenser?
No, the condenser is different.
All right.
The AC lines come from the condenser up here to
right
the thing.
to that,
and then
to
that's
dryer.
Broke down, but I might have the AC lines too.
Okay.
I got a couple of problems. That door handle that you got. I sent you the link, man. And the link it was for 2. So if you ordered off of that link, they owe you a door handle.
Okay.
But it's the driver's side.
Okay.
So I put this one on. This is one I had off my car, but just to
look at that.
open this door.
I never seen the door open from the outside.
And then I put the trunk thing back here.
Yeah. Oh, look at you, man. I got that somewhere too. So if I find mine, I'll give you mine.
I had.
Okay. So if I find mine, you can put mine on there, or does it matter?
Yeah. Especially if it looked better than this.
Okay.
But the latch was messed up too, so I put another latch on there.
All right.
And then the lock and the cover.
Man, that's dope, man. That's dope. Look at that.
That's ready.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, we get that chrome door handle. I can just slap that on real quick.
So that one went on over there?
I didn't put this one on because I'll put it on, but that one's opening.
Okay. So yeah. That one was opening.
This door to open instead of crawling through the car every time.
Hey man, that gold don't look bad.
This piece right here is wrong.
What's that?
Send that back.
Okay, send this back.
And then
this is the oil dip thing.
That's for Chevy, man.
Oh, okay.
This thing don't fit down in your motor.
Okay.
So I don't know how it popped up when I looked up Oldsmobile.
And it
but
still did. Okay, yeah,
still
yeah,
Chevy.
because this was that. Yeah. So send this back.
Yours, I'm just gonna grind yours down to bare metal and paint it.
This one
And
right
then
here.
we'll get a new cap.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Okay. You
So
sure?
I'll just get it real smooth and paint it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause I don't really like them chrome ones anyway, man.
Yeah.
All that aftermarket stuff
Yeah.
is real thin
Yeah.
metal.
And I want minimal chrome. Like that's why, man, when I saw that black one, I was hoping it'd fit, and he said they go perfect with it. So I was like, cool on that. And then that's fine. But like, I want minimum chrome, man. Everybody do that. And is this the original or that's different, or you touched it up?
I touched it up, but it was new.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's why I was saying, dude. He didn't do nothing but put it on there. But man, you got that mug looking back brand new when it came out.
Yeah.
When I brought it to him, how'd you like them inners in there? I seen you had flipped it and seen the double chain in there and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It looked good.
Looked pretty good.
Yeah.
In there and clean.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was good news, man, because it had been sitting.
Yeah, man.
It had been sitting since he put all that in there.
It was something else. Oh, we need to get a timing tab because I don't know. They didn't put it back on here.
What?
But it sit right here.
All right, just let me know.
Over the harmonic balancer.
You'll send me
something that's cheap too.
We can get that here.
It's just a piece of plastic with the numbers on it, so you can set the timing right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So reorder this or what?
No.
Don't even worry about it.
No, I'll send you a oil cap to put.
No, this was this was the oil cap. I keep thinking this that dang on the triple gauge. I keep thinking that's what this is, but no. Okay,
that's cool.
All right, they probably
this we'll put a new cap on top.
Man, they probably tell me to keep this, man. How much did I pay for this? I don't know. They probably gonna tell me to keep it.
Summit Racing or something.
It did come from Summit.
It looked like probably if it's Edelbrock or it might came from Amazon.
I can't remember. I'll check it out, and if I can't, man, use it. I'll just donate it to you, man, and you come across Chevy project.
Real old Chevy motor too, because the newer Chevy motors don't even take that kind.
I knew something looked weird about it, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, but it's just too big right there to go down in there. But
okay.
Damn, I had something.
How you like those? What's the name that go down in there with the T lock, like the T screws? You like those, or do you prefer
that's
those?
all we can use. For
you
real.
Okay.
They came with them, so.
It did?
Yeah.
Let me see.
The valve cover screws?
Yeah, they was T.
Yeah. Or they like this.
Okay, yeah, okay.
No, I don't mess with them T things.
Okay, all right.
Especially not on the Oldsmobile, because Oldsmobile got so many bolts.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They be sticking up everywhere.
Yeah.
And then they hit your firewall back here.
All right.
And the heater box over there.
All right. Because I see my cat, he got 4 of them on his Malibu, and they look so clean. But I was asking, I said,
because the Chevy only got
4. And that's why I was just asking him. I was like, man, dude, I got way more than that.
I put that on my Oldsmobile back in the day.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was everywhere.
Yeah. Fuck that. Yeah, fuck it. Then.
And they be coming loose too.
All right. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yours came with the special screws because they got long ones here and short ones here.
I see these Max right up on there. It's a good fit for this.
This is some of the stuff that costs a lot of that money at Menards. Like I got a new
the new
boat.
Yeah.
I know you had all the boats, but they didn't have none of them in the car, man.
Yeah, they was all throughout the whole car.
They didn't have the boats with the headers to put them to the motor.
Okay.
But they got the ones to put your collectors on.
Okay.
And so we got that, and then the thermostat housing needed some new bolts and washers, and then the water pump pulley. I got the bolts to put on there where you eliminate the fan.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So the water pump look good when they get ready to go on there?
Yeah,
it's looking good.
Paint that in a minute. It's sitting over there. I gotta run down here to the store and get some brake cleaner.
You mean go with you, man? We can grab some of this stuff over here or what? Let me know. I can trail you down there. We can go and get it done, man. Your call.
Do you have time tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can meet down there right on Burlington at Advance.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's cool. Just then, shoot me a text.
Probably in the morning or something.
All right.
Because I got my cousin on the way too.
All right. I'm
running here and I'll be right back.
Man, so we catching up as you see, man. Lee getting some stuff done for me, man. I never seen this door open up, and that's good to see. And he gonna really get me together, man, on a whole nother level. So I'm just happy and ecstatic just seeing that door open up. We're gonna adjust these lights, make sure I have my lights going. I'm finally just seeing this screw. It's a star, so we're better address that, get that on, and man, we'll be back together here, man. So I'm excited, man. This give me just such a good feeling inside, man, that my car is really coming back together, man. And the motor, I basically have a brand new motor, as you see. If you get down into detail and look at that, check that out. Everything touched up on it, man. This thing looking like a diamond. I like that scheme, how it coming together. What you think, Lee?
Yep,
That,
I think
that black, gold, and
look
silver.
good with that little bitty touch of gold.
Mm-hmm.
And then we think all the brackets for the pulleys will be pretty much the same aluminum color.
And we'll have to get those, or that aluminum color or black. See how that black, see how it look on there.
I already bought the aluminum and the black paint.
Oh yeah, that's a good touch. It's a nice touch.
I had this gold left over, man. I had like maybe 3/4 can of it. So
I mean, that won't be too tall, or that needs to be shorter.
I don't think it'll be too tall.
You don't. You see, then with that little touch, it goes with the caps on there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is why I really got this right here, though. You seen these before?
Yeah, that's what I had on mine.
Yeah. I seen the cat with it, but he was trying to gatekeep.
Man, I had mine and took it off, man, and set it under my hood, man, and rolled off with it under my hood, man, and lost it.
Look at, and then that little gold touch with that gold,
Mm-hmm.
that little chrome brings that out. Yeah, and then that black, the carburetor go with that, man. This shouldn't be
bounce off of everything, and then you got these wheels that kind of.
Hey, them Jones coming out.
You know what I'm
They're gonna be on there for now. Them Jones coming out.
Yeah, but even when they on there.
Yeah, it's gonna stay with it. Yeah,
them stocks look good on there.
Oh yeah. Look, a couple cats was giving me a hard time on having the cutties on there, but I'm like, what else do you put on there? Them, you know.
No, some of the Oldsmobiles came with those.
Oh yeah, okay.
The Delts, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now I got these tires fresh. You see how fresh those are?
Mm-hmm.
I got these on Marketplace, and I went over there. It's a spot in Kansas. He had the BF Goodrich. I was like, man, put them Joes on there.
Hell yeah.
So
yeah, that was better than the hubcaps, because them hubcaps get to rattling and doing all kind of stuff.
All of them got the chrome pieces on them.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
You know, we about to start grinding on this frame and painting that. That's why I got to get some brake cleaner.
Okay.
So
let me know. But yeah, I can go and still send you with some bread today if you need. If anything specific you absolutely need right now today, or then like we can get the rest.
Go down there and grab it.
Hell no. I just want to go with you and swipe. Hell, fuck all that. Nah, man, cause like you know right there, like and like how that mix up just with that little part, like.
Well, shit, I mean, the only thing I really need today is brake cleaner.
Okay.
So I'll end up going down there and getting that anyway.
Okay.
All right. I got all the paint and all that stuff up there on the shelf.
All right. Yeah.
And then your alternator match all that shit too, since it's black.
Yeah. Oh, is it the alternator is black too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I gotta dig and find some more brackets too, man.
Those, if you don't get the full big serpentine one,
stuff,
which I like it, you know that big serpentine kit we was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you can see them running 18 to 12. You can get them, and then you can get the pieces of them.
All of these was in the car. They missing the front bracket for the air conditioner.
Okay.
But I got that. I just got it buried down under that shelf.
All right, man.
And then the harmonic balancer pulley too. That was missing.
Yeah. So that's
different. They had one in there, but it was probably off of the original off of that motor.
Okay.
And you need the one off of your original motor,
so
you would be able to run the 307 pulley setup.
Oh yeah, so that look good. That black and that little gold touch on there.
That sticker was down here, so I took it off and re-glued it so it'd be sitting up top like that.
Yeah.
But I think that alternator is gonna end up sitting on there, something like that or something.
I'm liking what we looking like, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking what we looking like.
Hell yeah.
Then with the red lines, we're gonna run through there. The spark plug lines and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we got to get some spark plug holders, the wire holders. You can pick those out and order them online.
What those look like? You send me what's them? What those look like? The holders. Put this back in the box.
Oh yeah, and a coolant reservoir.
Coolant reservoir, okay.
It's just kind of like these, man.
Okay.
These
That's
are what I got
something
on
like that.
mine.
Oh, for the wires. Yeah.
Just hold the wires.
Okay,
You would
okay.
just get some little clips or something. You can
Okay.
pick how you want them.
All right.
And they not the ones, you don't want the ones that try to bolt to the valve cover
Nah.
because that's for Chevy stuff.
Right. Okay.
You would just get something like these or
All right.
something.
All right.
If you want, like you got the red wire, so
Mhm.
you would probably just order some black ones or something. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
All right. Then you can send me a link for a reservoir, or do we can get that in store?
I haven't sent it yet, but you
Okay.
can go on there and pick out the one you will want.
All right. On
So
Summit.
they got
or
them
where?
like this.
Yeah.
And I got this one here, brand new, but at the same time, I don't really like these
Okay.
because they you can't see how much is in it.
Okay.
Phone that. And you see that thing, that one costs $50.
Right. Yeah, we go
They
black or
got
clear.
these ones on
How you like 'em?
Amazon. And they better than this. They're like $40. One like that.
Okay. And you can see how much is in there. They come in any. Oh, well, that's that dark silver color, like that brush. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then it'll show you in that tube how much that you got in there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. How much those going on Amazon?
That one's $39.99.
Okay, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. Okay, I can get that done. Anything you can send me, just I'll put it together and order it. So just let me know anything off the list that specifically need ordering, and then like we'll get together tomorrow. Hopefully we can take care of the bulk of this, cause
And I found the wires that you needed.
for the wiring
Yeah,
of
you
the
was
car.
only really missing one part of it.
Okay,
You had the original stuff for your lights,
lights and all that.
but you was missing this part.
Okay,
So I got this from my car,
okay,
and then this will go with this
all right.
and plug back into your thing.
Mm-hmm. And then all that's gonna
And
tuck
then I'll
up into that,
wire everything up, and then we got all this to.
tuck it and hide it and make it look good.
All this is gonna be brand new,
Yeah.
boom and shit.
Okay.
That's pretty much it, I think. Yeah.
That's mine right there.
This is your whole shelf right here.
Okay. That mug cleaned back up good.
All the oil pan.
Yeah.
I went on ahead and polished it.
Yeah, that mug cleaned back up good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all right for chrome. It's good. You think you like it?
Yeah,
I mean,
it worked.
for what it's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all I care about.
It's
Like,
gonna be up under the car anyway.
Yeah. And I ain't doing no frame off all that. I want it nice, but hey, that'd be all right. I know eventually it's gonna wear down. And
That might be nice when you look down in there and see it sitting next to that header.
Yeah. Ford's everything that's gonna go with the trans, with the torque converter, all that's good, ready to go.
Yep, it
Okay.
look like everything's right. I mean, you got a 350 transmission, 350 torque converter. You do need a dipstick
Okay.
for the transmission.
Okay,
and the
dipstick for the
kickdown
transmission.
cable.
Okay, those two. Okay. Yeah, I remember you said those two.
We have to get those. With that kickdown cable, I normally go to this place called A and Red's Transmission.
Okay.
It's right over there off of Truman Road.
All right, let me know on that. And then for the shaft you was telling me about, right? The drive
shaft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have that.
All right, just let me know.
In the cross member.
And what I was saying on that, I just don't want to get too far over my head because like my end goal is to make sure you taken care of when all this get done. But like I just didn't want that because I know I ordering all this is still fine. I'm within my budget. But like I just wanted to have an idea of what to be looking for outside of taking care of you for knocking it down. I didn't want to be like, oh shit, whatever, just caught off guard or nothing. So
yeah,
I just want to make sure we had that conversation because I know you are donating me a lot of stuff or however you want to do it. Consider the terminology on it, and I don't want to look at it like I thought you was giving me that. I want to make sure we do square business type of shit.
I'm gonna slide some stuff in with the deal, and then I'll have everything wrote down where you'll know it's. I ain't gonna charge you too much for that stuff.
Yeah. Then everything else is just
laying around, plenty of it,
cosmetic stuff, and so I ain't really worried about
like
the outside.
When I'm talking about the little AC bracket and stuff like that, I even have to the hood hinge and all of that stuff was all bent up.
Some of these up here.
Yeah, the hood hinges and
that's why I know I want to replace these, man.
Both of these things. The latch and the spring.
Yeah. All
but
done up.
Little shit like this, I'm gonna put it on there, but I'm not about to charge you like I need $15 for a latch. I ain't doing all
And you said these would be okay, or are we gonna address these?
I got them too.
Okay.
But this one definitely is bent bad.
Yeah.
And then that one over there, I think is probably gonna be bent just because of opening it and shutting it with this one.
Yeah.
But
All right. Yeah.
one of these motherfuckers is bent.
And then any of that cosmetic stuff that we did talk about or address for is them wipers and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
I know
that's-
that ain't really in the grand scheme, but
That one's bent
I'll
right there.
come
That's
back to you to get that type of stuff done. But as long as we get this main, because I can't do nothing without that. And I definitely want my motor addressed and ran tight, and then get into this other stuff for this little cosmetic stuff. But if we can get to it by the time you get done with the main stuff you want to do, yeah, we'll knock it out. But
What cosmetic stuff you talking about?
like the wipers, type of stuff I was talking to you about, because even the handles or the interior stuff wasn't originally part of it, but I was just like, man, I was just telling you how bad I was down on just not having all my shit.
Be brand new looking
Okay.
when we get done.
All right.
Like I pull all this stuff off and repaint it and everything.
Okay.
So
All right.
from here on down, everything is gonna look
Yeah.
brand new.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure ain't nothing distracting you from, everything else. Because I know I asked, because I know like shit like the handles wasn't on there, but yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, because I don't know how to put some handles on.